Coach, just talk to us, riding off the momentum from last week, from the win against Saturday. What's the energy been like in practice this week?
The energy's been good. It can always be better. I think I always let
can
them
be
know
better.
it can be better. But I think this weekend we did a lot of positive things. I think our defense especially stepped up, and that's something that we've been focused on the past few weeks, honestly. So that was great to see out of the girls, and I think they're doing a great job this week in practice working on their offense. So hopefully it'll all come together over the weekend.
Tessa, have you seen that in practice, taking the momentum from the defensive effort on Saturday, working it into practice, and then also kind of seeing the offense kind of mold out the full game?
Yeah, we've been working really hard on different defensive systems, getting to the right spots, and during practice, our block's been doing really good, getting out to where they have to be, and it's been really easy for the defense to play behind, and we really translated that to our gameplay last weekend.
Talk to us about the progression of the freshmen. Maybe made some of their biggest impacts starting on Saturday, which isn't always easy when you're kind of your first conference week and your first home weekend. But what have you seen from them?
I think coming out against Akron, everybody was a little nervous, and you could see the butterflies, especially in the freshmen. And when they played Toledo, I thought they really picked it up. I think they were used to the gym then, and they got used to the crowd. And we had two great crowds over this past weekend that, we would love to have every single conference weekend from here on out. But they're working every day, and that's what we ask them to do. And I think as freshmen, it's tough. You come in, and especially when you jump into a big role on the court immediately, it's tough to feel that pressure every week. And I think they're doing a really good job of handling that on the court.
How important is it, though, that you have some other leaders on the court, whether it's Tess in the back row, some of your seniors as well? It's got to make things easier for you as a coach to have that sort of leadership on the field.
Absolutely. It has to come from our upperclassmen almost every single time. We're on the bench, and we're coaching from the bench, and when things are going wrong on the court, it's up to them to kind of bring up the energy, bring up the positivity on the court when we can't call a timeout every single time that there's an ace or every time somebody hits a ball out of bounds. So a lot of it is up to them, and I think they've done a really good job of stepping up.
Tessa, talk to us about your role on the team, how maybe your comfort level, how much more comfortable you feel out there than not only did you feel last year, but even earlier on in this season.
I've been feeling more and more comfortable out on the court every single day. I have a great support system, especially Marissa Prinsbach, Megan Lipsky. I can always go to them for just about anything during a match, during practice. It's just been a lot easier, yeah.
We talked about it after the game, but talk to us about Marissa and what she's able to do on the court. Getting the balls out to the hitters and tracking down passes from the back row. Just how comfortable as a coach are you when you have a setter like that on the floor? Yeah,
you have to have a ton of trust in your setter. And there's such a huge part, not only of your offense, but of your defense. They've got to dig the ball too, and they've got to dig it right to Tessa so she can put up a great out-of-system ball. She has to do everything on the court. So when you throw her out there, you have to have complete trust in what she's going to run. And every once in a while, she mixes it up, and she does some really great things where she's running and she'll throw the ball back, and she'll make some spectacular plays. But what I love about Mar is that she makes the plays that she needs to make. She's consistent, and we can count on her every time.
This weekend, you guys head out on the road, Miami and Bowling Green. What do you know about your opponents for this weekend?
They're going to be good. Everybody in the MAC is good, and I think we need to go into every single game with a confidence. We were lacking in the beginning of the season. I think it's been building over the last few weeks. It's just that confidence that when you walk into the gym, hey, we can do this.
Tessa, how important is it for you and the sophomores and the upperclassmen? You guys you've been through the MAC before. You were through it. Been through it last season. You guys made it to the conference tournament. What does that do for you guys going into conference play this year?
I think that it's good that we have so many returners coming in or coming back, I should say. We did a lot of great things last year, and I think we're only building on them this year. So it's just going to be even easier for us to do better.
And then just finally, the way the schedule plays out. 6 of your first 8 MAC games are here at home.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good schedule, and for a young team or a team that's trying to build in the conference. What's that like as a coach to know you're going to be here in front of the home fans for the majority of the first half of conference?
It's just great. I mean, we've got great fans and we've got loyal fans, and we always want more of them in the gym because we just love the energy that they bring every single week. And I think for them especially, it's wonderful to have that support, and a lot of their families come from all over the United States, and it's just a great atmosphere to be in, to play in. I know I love being home, and they, of course, love being here, and the Buffalo community has been great to us. We want to give them a good show.
Your thoughts just kind of on playing here at Alumni and the fan base?
I think it's great. We were gone for so long during preseason, and I think it's a lot of fun just to be home, and it's great, especially for like the freshmen to have so much like support during our first conference games for so long.